and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the extreme delight that is, what the fuck are men thinking? If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that my friend recently did a massive book unhaul, and the result of that for me was that I hauled all of her unhauls. I have a problem. Basically, I agreed to adopt everything she was getting rid of, and so she gave me this giant stack of books, and among them was this just truly fantastic read that I had just never heard of, and I'm so grateful to have found. In defense of my friend, she was not sure if this was given to her as a joke or not. She doesn't take it seriously, so kudos to her, because as you'll soon see, this is the most heteronormative, sexist piece of hot garbage I have ever come across in fiction. Just kidding, it's not actually fiction, and that makes it worse. This book is basically a collection of surveys taken by men aimed at teaching women how to be exactly what they want. It's phrased as questions every woman wants to know, but really the questions are how a woman can lose her identity to please her partner. Well, if he's a man. I do not have time to explore this entire thing with you, nor do I want to, but after I accidentally opened it and stumbled across a sentence saying that men don't like loose vaginas because it makes them think that the woman has been used by other men, I couldn't resist exploring more. So today I'm going to share with you a handful of these delightful questions and answers from this truly remarkable piece of literature. We're just gonna explore a few of them, you know, have a little giggle. I'm gonna give you a little feminist response so that we can attempt to maybe undo some of the damage of this crap. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Page 126. Will he gossip about me? Everyone knows that women spill the beans about all the ins and outs of their dates with their girlfriends. Wow, really? Every woman is a gossip? But do men give details to their friends about their dates too? What men say? There's like even little pie charts, you know? So you know it's scientific. 46% of men say not a chance, and 54% say sure they share the details. So what men are saying is that they are gossips too. Shocker, human beings like to share details about their lives with their friends? That's not just a gendered thing? Kat, age 42, says, I'm now divorced, and while this has been tough on me, I'm really at a point where I look forward to getting on with the next chapter in my life. My ex-husband occasionally made comments about me having smaller breasts, so as part of my settlement I made a big decision and decided to get breast implants. However, this decision hasn't yet translated into finding a new or better man. So I found your site and I wanted to ask, what is the #1 physical feature that men look for in women? First of all, Kat, aged 42, I just want to say to you, I'm sorry your ex was a douchebag, but at the same time, if you think that men are going to want to be with you purely because you got bigger breasts, then you're probably looking for more douchebags. What men say? 72% say face. 18% say breasts. I don't know, Kat, those sound like good odds for you. So what men are really saying? Men are visual creatures. Women aren't. Non-binary folks, they not. Only men are visual creatures. If an attractive woman walks by, you'd better believe they are going to check her out. I didn't realize that men have zero self-control. Hashtag rape culture. Are you ready for a third nugget of wisdom from page 355? Do men think that their wives are less attractive with age? Only if they're shallow asshats. Over the last couple of years, I've watched my husband as he notices younger women on TV, at the store, etc. I can't help but think that he in some way wishes I was young again. Is it me? Because I really don't like this insecure feeling I have. Do men think their wives will become less attractive as they age? Well, Sarah, age 39, married, that insecure feeling you're having is because your husband is terrible. What men say? Are you ready for this beautiful moment that will just make you think that society really has overcome sexism? We have no problems because 56% of men say yes, their wives get uglier with age. This is why you ought to take good care of yourself, ladies, especially after you've birthed 6 children. Nobody wants that saggy bag of bones. Page 339. Will he expect me, a woman, to work? I've been dating a guy for about 4 months, and as we talk about life and love and potentially marriage, I'll never forget that once he said a woman's place is in the home. At first I thought he was kidding, but now I think he might be serious. In this day and age, could he be serious? I hope not. But if he's in this book, then probably. What men say? 68% of men say yes, they do expect their wives to work. What men are really saying? Times have changed. When asked if they expected their wives to work, 68% said yes. Except, if you turn to another page in this book, which I came across earlier and now can't find, that same percentage of men also expect their wives to do the housework. So times have changed, except for not really. Ladies, you can go to work from 9 to 5, but you best be cooking your husband a chicken dinner at night. It's not enough that feminism has given you the opportunity to actually make money for yourself. It's a true honor to also take care of your man baby as well. I know that you work hard all day, but so does he, and his needs are more important than you. On page 186, what do guys really think about cuddling? Vicky, age 42, says, women are more touchy-feely about romance and connection than men. I don't know a woman who doesn't feel that way. That said, it doesn't mean that men like to be intimate without sex. Or more specifically, I want to know, does it bother men that women like to cuddle? Oh my gosh, physical intimacy that doesn't end in an orgasm? Ew! 93% say they do like to cuddle because men have emotions too! I know that might be news, but men also feel things. One might even call it a normal part of human connection. There are some really graphic things in here that I would truly love to read to you because they are extremely offensive to me. Not because they're graphic, because they're sexist as f. But for the sake of my younger viewers, I will decline. However, if you want to laugh, this is the book. You're welcome to find it for yourself. And now, for the concluding section of this video, we're going to read from chapter 7, which is titled Men Sound Off, meaning before we heard from women, their questions, and what men responded. Now, we are going to hear from men things that they wish women knew about. Anyone who doesn't identify in either of these two categories doesn't exist. Are you ready? These are men's top 5 mistakes women can make in regards to sex. Number 1. Do not volunteer your sexual past. Because as we learned earlier, if you have one, you're a used piece of garbage. Heaven help us if you had a relationship with someone else because you're his property and he doesn't want to think about some other man having access to his property. Trey, age 36, says, we don't need to know about your sexual past, not because you're an independent, autonomous human that made individualized choices before you met him, because he will always use it against you. Wow, Trey, you sound like a real keeper. Number 2. Mistakes women make in regards to sex. Don't make men ask for sex. After reading this book, you know that men are sexual creatures. Not women, though. This is filling me with so much rage right now. The men we contacted said that just because you are okay with not putting out, it doesn't mean that they are okay with it. Besides, making men work for sex is silly, and taking a little initiative is very appealing to men. That's right, ladies, you heard it here. Just because you don't want to put out doesn't mean you don't have to. Men don't like to work for it, and you exist to serve him. Chuck, age 33, says, I've been married for 5 years, and I will start cheating on you if you don't become more interested in sex. Keith, aged 33, says, don't ask us if we want to have sex, just jump right in and start. It's a lot sexier that way, because as we know, men don't have to consent. That's just something for women. I don't know about you, but that's the worst advice I've ever heard. Always ask first, okay? Just because someone hasn't said no doesn't mean they've said yes. I know that sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't meant to. I'm just full of a lot of anger right now. That's all I can take for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it at the beginning, but now I'm extremely angry. I meant to provide you with a rational feminist response to this, but I ended up just being highly sarcastic, so I hope you enjoyed that for a laugh. Remember, you do not owe anybody sex. You do not exist to please your partner. True romance, in my opinion, is not making yourself into what the other person wants. It's an expression of mutuality between two people that love each other wholeheartedly and are willing to sacrifice for each other. If only one party is doing the sacrificing, it's not a healthy dynamic. You do not owe anybody sex, and you need to consent regardless of your gender. And finally, not every woman prefers men, and not every man prefers women, and not everyone identifies as these things. If you happen to be in that lucky minority, your life may be hard, but at least you don't have shit advice like this aimed at you.